Welcome to what many consider to be the new home for boxing. We are in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Kingdom Arena. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Leonard, 175. Sugar Ray Leonard. Up against them, Rockstar from the United States of America.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
And now it's time for the official introductions. And for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. The courage on display here is incredible. He didn't take that jab well at all. Beautiful counter shot. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
So hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Good counter punching. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Why weren't they covering up? Somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Here we go. Round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Perfect counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
The bell rings and we start the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. That counter shot lands. There's a counter shot. Nice counter. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. A straight right just misses. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well done with that counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punch. Perfect counter lands. That left hook missed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that? Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And they got caught! Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They exchange punches. Straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
He threw a punch and just got countered. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Which one of these athletes pulled that thought? What a nightmare scenario. And down goes Rockstar. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you continue.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round one. He knows.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think right.
There's the bell for round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Got him there. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Hook misses. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope...
And there's the bell for round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some impressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're okay.
this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counters. Nice counter punch. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
That's like...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come to me.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Switching off. He needs to go back out there in order to win this round. Get your mind back.
And there's the bell for round 8. And there's the bell to start the round. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good counter punch. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Missing with the hook. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Beautiful counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. They exchange punches. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. A pretty lopsided decision there. A unanimous one.
This is the last thing we expect.